The second altcoin that I've chosen to showcase to you today is FIL. Phil Mitchell coming through here. As you can see, guys, massive trend line from the all-time high coming through. You can see the heavy levels of resistance that we have gained from this multiple times. September crash coming through there. Pretty strong stuff indeed. But with that being said, after actually hitting a really nice big low in July there, you can see the level of support that we have actually gained along this zone. So it's actually very crucial, just because now we've got this high here, we've got this this low here, we've got higher low, we've got higher low, we've got high here, and then we've got lower high and lower high. And that basically means we're making a symmetrical triangle, guys. Yes, it is at the end of a downtrend, right? Symmetrical triangle at the end of a downtrend basically means a bearish pennant chart pattern, guys. It does mean continuation to the downside, but I think with the state of crypto at the moment, I would be more looking for a breakout to the upside, right? So hopefully we can see a breakout to the upside, but we will weigh up the opportunities for a breakout to the downside as well, because we like to be prepared for all sorts of scenarios, right? So now zooming in, as you can see, well, not zooming in as of yet, but you can see this trend line to the top side as well from the all-time high. Basically, that's making a bigger symmetrical triangle there as well, guys, which is at the top of an uptrend. And that basically means, yes, a bullish pennant chart pattern as well. So yeah, let's do a measure move for that to start off with. It's going to be very greedy, guys. It's going to be a very greedy measure move. I don't think this is going to plan out like it is. Well, not for a hell of a long time anyway, unless we enter some really big bull cycle coming through there. But yeah, price targets for that, it's going to be around $165. Really crazy. Very ambitious. In terms of percentages, it's just ridiculous. And also, it is speculatively speaking, guys, of where we're going to break this to the top side, if we break this to the top side. And also, we do have multiple reversal points, as you can see from a horizontal here at $114.61 there. So yeah, multiple reversal points. But I think we'll get to that when we're on the top side of this symmetrical triangle, right? But for now, let's talk about this this symmetrical triangle coming down from this trend line that you can see here on the smaller scale. As you can see here, guys, multiple levels of resistance from this downward sloping resistance line. We're just kind of grinding our way down below it. We can't get the bullish momentum. We can't find enough to get above it, right? We can't find enough to get above it. But with that being said, we've tested it multiple times now, guys. I'm talking multiple 6, 7, 8 times in different candles on different days here. So what does that mean? If we're testing something so many times, we're probably likely to break it soon. So there's definitely a breakout scenario to be looking out for here. And get rid of that indicator for a second. Definitely a breakout scenario to be looking out for. I don't think it's going to be like absolutely huge, but in terms of a nice non-greedy measure move, guys, because we're not about greed here. Greed does not make you money here. We're going to be looking at something along the lines of this in terms of a measure move. I know it doesn't look big, but we are on the daily, guys. So this percentage is probably going to surprise you a little bit coming through there. In terms of a swing trade here, it's still going to be a 10.8% there, and that's a spot trade, guys. If you're leveraging this at 10x, hello, 100%, amazing stuff. Really big gains coming through. So very interesting to see that. So it's definitely a breakout point to be looking out for the future. And that's why it's chosen my altcoin of the day today, guys. Interesting stuff. What I would say, zooming in a bit from there, let's go down to the smaller term time frame here and see what we can get coming through there, because it is the same sort of scenario, but we do have a volume weighted ATR band in terms of support coming through there. But yeah, let's talk about the potential for us breaking to the downside, right? Because we're getting very close to the end of this symmetrical triangle. If we are going to break to the downside, there's going to be a short position, guys. I know shorting in this market isn't the most favorable thing in the world, but hey, if there's money to be made, we're going to be there to make it, because you know why we're here. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that, right? So yeah, let's have a little look at this. Percentage to the downside, we're looking at around a 15, 16% gain there off this measure move, and that is going to be setting a lower low of this trend. So yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy stuff if we do break to the downside. But what I would say, there's plenty of chances for reversals on the way down here. As you can see, multiple horizontal levels coming through. As you can see, we do have a pretty dominant one here. As you can see, massive reversal point there. And vice versa from this wick too. And then also, if we lose this horizontal, that's where we're going to be entering our short position. Horizontal to horizontal, taking profit coming through at this volume weighted ATR band yet again there. So yeah, not too bad. Looking pretty progressive, I would say, for the future for Phil there. Good old Phil. And then let's jump down to the smaller term time frame, see if we can get a better idea of what we think is happening here. Because just looking off the bat here, guys, we could be seeing some sort of like cup and handle scenario here. As you can see, if we do something along the lines of that, it is going to be like a pretty mini cup and handle, right? It's a pretty mini cup and handle on the 1 hour. And if that is going to happen, that could basically signify our breakout that we're looking for, right? That could signify the breakout that we're looking for on the bigger term timeframes. And then, as I was saying, we could talk about that 10% gain that we were referencing a minute ago in terms of that measure move. We were looking at something along the lines of this. Pretty insane stuff, I would say, coming through. if we can get into this long position, it's going to be pretty goddamn profitable. But yeah, that is going to be your altcoin of the day update from Phil.